Ain't too proud to beg, sweet darling.
Don't
Leave me, baby, don't you go.
Ain't
If
too
I
proud
get
to-
to beg, baby, did I mess up?
Baby.
Ain't too proud to plead, baby, baby.
That's right.
Ain't Too Proud to Beg coming to Broadway, one of the most anticipated productions in decades.
All right.
You say the Temptations, folks want to come see that. Here with us, the legendary Otis Williams, one of the
Hello.
founders of the Temptations.
Yes, sir.
The surviving member, looking like $1 million too, brother.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank
And
you.
also the playwright of Ain't Too Proud to Beg, Dominique Morisseau. Did I get it right?
Yeah, you said it right.
That's fine.
Morisseau.
Morisseau, I'm sorry. Morisseau, I'm going to get it right. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Congratulations
How are
on
you?
this.
Thank you so much.
What you know about Temptations? You look too young to know about how to write.
I thank you for that. I'll take that. I'll take that. You know, in the boom, I got
Right.
exposed to them.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. We
you
all
know.
did, didn't we?
I'm a Detroit girl, though. I
Oh,
grew up in
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So
Well,
It's
that's
in
what
the
I know.
water.
It's in
Yeah.
the water.
It's in the water and,
Yeah.
and the blood, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, no
Yeah, as
question
long as
about
it's not from Flint, Washington,
I
Michigan
know,
water.
man. I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah. And thanks for mentioning that, too.
Yeah.
She do a good job, man, on this?
Great. Good is too mild of a word. Great.
So was there consultation?
Oh yeah, I first of all I read Otis's book, but second of all, you know, I had a couple of conversations with him at his house at the Four Seasons in L.A., and we got to the heart and soul of his story.
Okay. What about Dominique let you know that she was really the one to do this, Otis?
Well, I when I first met her at my house, I just felt that the sense of feel, you know, because I do a lot of that. I've had to do that throughout the course of my career. But it really came to clarity when we met the second time at the hotel up in Wilshire in Los Angeles, when I was asked, have I had to go to a deep introspective place within myself? And I hesitated, and I said, oh, God, why did Des ask that? So as I'm beginning to billow up and say it, this young lady took this right arm. She said, she rubbed it. She said, that's all right, brother. Go ahead on. Go ahead on. Because the emotion from 1966 was still laying dormant, but that was 2 years ago. And when she grabbed my arm, it lets me know women really are more sensitive than we guys. Because there'd been a guy that made me, man, I ain't touching this boy's arm, you know, go on, cry, whatever. But she stroked my arm, and then I said it, what I had to say. And then I asked Des, I said, why did you have me to go there? And Des, the director, said, because we want to tell a story. It's not all about singing and dancing. We want to get depth, meaning, make the people say, wow.
Mm-hmm.
When he said that, and then when I saw the play, she's the one.
She's the one.
She's the one.
You said emotion stuff inside of you since 1966.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I was being baptized in fire with the group. Yeah, it was some rough time. Like I said on the CBS Sunday Morning News, success can be such a strong aphrodisiac. You know, you want it and carry on, but once you get it, sometimes you don't know what the hell to do with it. You start making money, all kind of doors and adulation start coming to fruition. Ladies a go-go, all kind of trappings, you know, and it can really throw you out of kilter, you know. But yeah, so, and then during the course of that, I'm seeing different group members that I thought I knew from when we first started singing, you know. So it's powerful stuff. She captured it all. But to go back to that, I said, wow, I didn't expect to go there, because even when they shot the scene in the miniseries, whereas Melvin and myself had to go to David Ruffin's apartment. So I'm standing in the shadows, and Alan Arkish was the director, and I'm standing in the shadows where they were getting the lighting and everything just right, and Charles Malik and D.B. Woodside, who played Melvin and myself, and Leon, who played David Ruffin. So I'm standing there. So Alan Arkish had the girl and said, all right, action, roll them. The girl came out, did the class board. And when the two brothers that played Melvin and myself went and knocked on the door, and Leon opened up the door, I said to myself, I ain't ready. I'm not ready to see this. I have yet to sit and watch the miniseries. Yeah. That was 1998. Here it is, 2019.
And you haven't watched it?
I still haven't watched it. Smokey, we were in D.C. at the Kennedy Center and we were there because honoring somebody of note. But anyway, somebody told Smokey, you know, Otis hadn't watched his miniseries. Smokey hollered out, Oak! He calls me Oak. Oak! I hear you haven't watched your miniseries. I said, that's right, Smokey sure haven't. How come, man? I said, I don't feel like crying. Oak, you got to watch your miniseries. I said, well, let me ask you something. Have you watched it? Yeah, I watched it. I said, did you cry? Yeah, I cried. Get you a box of Kleenex and sit down and watch it. Okay, Smokey. From that day to this, I still haven't sat down and watched it. Yeah. But I cried when I saw what her and Dez did.
Yeah. So you were able to make it through that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
How does that make you feel?
Relieved, you know, because we know when I was working on it and when I talked to my director, you know, we both agreed that we were going to need to go deep. And we knew that was going to happen heaviest in the second half of the show. And Otis hadn't seen that until we were in front of an audience. And so we were, you know, both concerned because when he first came and saw us, he saw the first half and he was, you know, he was in support of it. And we were like, good. Mm-hmm. Oh, God, wait till he sees the second half, you know. Mm-hmm. But we know that that's where, and at least I knew for sure as a writer, but we both knew together because we were a team in his staging and my writing that we were going to have to find a way to get to the real bottom in order to let people see what they've really gone through. And I think that once we captured that, we captured the truth of it and we tried to capture it humanely. And that's what we were hoping was gonna win him over, and it did.
Yeah. This is amazing. So on Broadway now, opening night.
Yeah, that's Thursday, March 21st.
Ooh.
Yeah,
where am
2 days.
Where am I gonna be Thursday night?
Yeah,
you
got to be there.
That's right.
That's the place to be.
And what am I doing? I don't have nothing on my calendar for Thursday night.
Yeah. We
free Thursday night. We need to talk about that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be major.
Yeah.
And I think about when plays like this come, especially ones that reflect our people. I mean, everybody comes to see them, and then for our people in particular, I can see this happening. Like when the Wiz first came out, people took bus trips to see the Wiz. That's a thing to come to New York to Broadway.
That's right.
So folk are coming to see Ain't You Proud to Beg and the Story of the Temptations, right?
That's right.
You got to be excited about that.
Yeah, we want those bus trips. Come on.
Oh, I talked with a young lady, and she said this lady in Toledo have, I think, about 2 or 3 busloads coming from Cleveland to see the play.
I know of busloads from Detroit coming, and it's exciting, and I think people are excited to see this era. Their group, the Temptations, belong to so many people and so many generations. Everybody's excited to see their music on this Broadway stage. It's really significant. So it's not a surprise that everybody's coming from all over. Check it out.
That was one of next to the early days of jazz, Ellington and all of that. That was one of the greatest eras of our music and of American music. Yeah. And I was at Aretha's service, and I said to people, and this holds true for you because of that era and how important it was.
Yes.
There is not a child that has been living. So I'm 52.
Okay.
There's not a young person that has been born in the past 55 years who somehow Aretha or the Temptations weren't around in the playlist somewhere when their parents hooked up.
That's right.
That's right.
Am I right?
That's
You're right.
I mean, folk wouldn't be here.
That's right.
Literally.
I mean, literally. They heard the Temptations, and then folk hooked up, and then we got here.
We got here.
You see what I'm saying? So everybody owes.
Yeah.
We owe our allegiance to God first,
and
then secondly to Temptation and Aretha Franklin. God brought y'all here to bring us.
Bring us all.
As they say in the Bible, begotten.
Begotten. That's right, begotten. So no, that's real talk.
Yeah.
And what you all do, and I think about it. I mean, my mom. She was at Howard University and would go to the Howard Theater, and I mean, all those groups, and what you all did as well. It was, and I, again, like in the womb. So I grew up. I was born in '66, so I grew up hearing everything, and people laugh because I say, I talk about the groups I like. They say, well, you seem too young to know anything about Temptation, but I've been listening to Temptation since I was
since you came out. Yeah.
And then y'all would be on my street. Papa was a Rolling Stone. You on my street.
Let me tell you something about whenever we would go on the Sullivan. They said, Otis, Detroit was shut down when they knew we were coming on the Sullivan. I said, you kidding? He said, Detroit was like a desert city. You could ride throughout Detroit. Nobody's riding around because they knew, especially black folks, Temptations on Ed Sullivan, and we did Ed Sullivan 13 different times.
Yeah. When Mary Wilson was here over Thanksgiving, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked her. What was it about Detroit? There's so many of you. I mean, like, everybody was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, you know, one good group, then a dud, then a good one. Everybody was amazing.
Yeah.
Flawless. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a bad record that anybody made. There was never a dud. What was it about
being
Detroit?
at Motown?
Or just being in Detroit. What was it about Detroit?
Well, Detroit was a hotbed full of entertainment. I mean, you could walk. I went to every club, neighborhood, street corners, somebody singing.
Yeah.
Women, girls. I mean, it just, and you know something? Detroit is still that way today, even though it's been kind of decimated behind what we went through in 67, 68. But it's a boatload of talent there.
That's right.
And I love Detroit, even though it's no longer the way it was when we grew up.
Yeah.
But that do not lessen the love, because a lot of talented people are still going. Well, Kim, he's from Detroit.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it lets you know Detroit is still turning them out. You know, so Detroit is just loaded with talent endlessly.
Your parents still with you, Dominique?
Oh yeah, both of them.
Are they in Detroit?
Yeah, they're in Detroit.
So they must be proud of this.
Oh yeah, that's right. The whole city is. They know about it, and they are very excited. I remember at our first preview, a woman came down to me. I didn't know her, but someone told her I was the writer, and she walked up to me with tears in her eyes, gave me a hug, and then she looked at me and she said, "Detroit's on Broadway." And I said, "Yeah."
And
it is.
It's about time, folks. This is an incredible experience and really great tribute to all of you. Shoot, I get emotional thinking about my mom, you know, and all those records she used to play. Man, those were some good memories.
Sure.
Ain't too proud to beg, folks. Whatever y'all doing. Now let me ask this: are there dates for the run, or is this just infinite for right now?
It's an open-ended run. Yeah. We'll stay on as long as y'all coming to see.
Y'all heard that?
That's right.
Y'all heard that?
That's right.
Now I have a reputation for keeping stuff running.
Okay.
Folk have come to me, and I'm serious. And then they said, "Mark, you know, we got to get a couple more weeks out of this, and we push it, and we get." So before we even get to that point, y'all make your plans to come to Broadway to see "Ain't Too Proud to Beg." The spring and summer is coming. In terms of you bringing your loved ones, your parents, what have you. Shoot, bring the children too. Because I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
Like my son's 16. A lot of these kids need to hear these stories. See, this was real music.
Yes.
And loving and respectful. A lot of stuff these kids, I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I am appalled by some of the stuff I hear.
Yeah.
You know what? I've always wanted to ask the FCC. When we started recording, Esther Edwards, Barry Gordy's oldest sister, said, "Now, Temps, you can't do any cussing."
Right.
Which we wouldn't do anyway.
Right.
I mean, the word damn is in the Bible.
Yeah.
I listen to what they're saying on the radio today. I want to know, are we slipping as a people?
Yeah.
And the kids, you can beep it. Kids beep my behind.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what they said.
Yeah.
Ain't always good.
Yeah. Well, and to be truthful, other musicians from other cultures don't do that.
Yeah. No.
You know, it's like something about us that's the thing that's most promoted.
Right.
You know, and, you know, we've been talking for years about, you know, the disrespect to women and misogyny, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just a whole nother thing. So you got to be rooted in the real music where it came from. Like I said, the music we hearing now is not what hooked our parents up.
Yeah.
And if our parents weren't hooked up, none of our children, y'all grandchildren, everybody, y'all wouldn't be here.
That's right.
This is what got you here. Right here, right now.
And
so
young people, you love the show. I mean, they go crazy for this show. It's like watching a whole new generation fall in love with the Temptations.
Yeah.
You know, they fall in love with Temptations 2019.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know, I think it's even in transgenerational in our DNA. When our kids come out and immediately recognize the music that our parents and grandparents listen to, this because it's literally handed down. I think it's in there.
It is.
You know,
you're right.
You know, it's like even special Michael. Every little baby come out and knows Michael Jackson. Like, how does this baby know Michael Jackson? Ain't never seen Michael Jackson, but it knows and is moving to it. So I think that's really a part of it, and it's indelible.
We did one night a couple of years ago. Dominque, my road manager, He said, Otis, I want you to check this out. Here was a little 3-year-old boy with his car. He's playing dee-da-dee-dee, doo-dee-dee, he's singing My Girl.
Oh, my goodness. 3
years old. His father was, it was white.
Uh-huh.
And his father said, no, I'm teaching him real music. We got him a ticket and brought him on into the show so they could see it.
Wow.
A little 3-year-old boy singing My Girl, the best of his ability. Playing with his car.
I'm gonna bring my son to see this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta see it. He's got to see it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for doing this.
Yes.
Because you lifting up our ancestors.
Yeah,
you know
that's
that, right?
That's right.
And when we all see this, we're gonna be thinking about our parents and everybody. So I appreciate you. That means a whole lot.
Yeah.
Dominique Morisseau. Did I get it?
Yeah, you got it.
I got it right that time. I want to get it right. Opening here Thursday this week. The legend Otis Williams. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you for continuing to carry the bloodstained banner, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Ed Levert was here. He was sitting right in that chair.
Oh,
he said, Mark, I'm tired. I'm going to retire. We're like, you can't do that. You can't stop. You got.
It ain't going to retire.
No, he swore. He was adamant. He said, I can't do another show. That's what he told me.
And
he said he passed out one show. He said he could. Yes, he did. He said he couldn't take it no more.
He did.
Yeah. But we were trying to convince him. Huh?
He wasn't drinking enough water.
Yeah. How you do? You taking care of yourself?
I try to. I got a black belt and taking care of myself.
Yes, he does.
For real?
He talked about it. Yeah. He
I'm
schooling
telling her.
me on how to take care of
Died
myself.
otherwise?
Huh?
Died and otherwise?
Man, I don't miss a year going to my doctor getting my annual checkup.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you getting exercise and all of that?
You know something? That stuff we do on the stage night after night. Man, my doctor said, you keep doing what you're doing. Only thing that kind of bothers me is years of dancing my knees. You know, all that. So
but you still make the moves?
Oh, yeah, I still make the moves.
Did he choreograph this?
Yeah, he didn't choreograph it. But I tell you, when our cast went and saw Otis performing, our mouths dropped to the floor like, okay, nobody has a right to say they tired up on that stage because you see what Otis is up here doing?
Hey.
At his age, like, please.
I'm
like,
77.
Can't do nothing.
Yeah.
See, and I ain't ashamed to say.
Well, you know what? 77 is young now.
Yeah, that's what
it is. It is. You know, now 77 is young. It didn't used to be.
Yeah.
Right.
So you blessed, brother.
I know. God's in the blessing business.
Keep on going.
I bow my knees to him every day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I want her to take care of herself. So I have to watch her.
Yeah. We don't take care of ourselves.
Ain't that a shame?
None of us do like we should.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't.
Yeah.
But you will. You here 52. You want to see at least 30 more though.
I'm trying.
You can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pray for me.
I do.
You would sing the little 3-0.
Yeah.
You singing Mac? Was that my cue?
Unless you want it to be your cue.
I got sunshine.
Paul, you sound good.
On a cloudy day.
I thought it was rainy day.
Is it rainy day?
I got sunshine on a cloudy day.
You right.
It's cloudy. So you trying to mess me up, man.
Listen, I know now.
Make me doubt myself.
I'd had to write these words out.
Make me feel insecure. Make me feel insecure about myself. All right. Love you, man. Truly.
Love you too, bro.
It's an honor. It's an honor. We all stand on your shoulders.
Oh, thank you.
And congratulations to you, too.
Thank you
What's
so
next
much.
for you? Because this ain't going to be it. What else you going to be doing?
Oh, yeah. Well, I write in television and in film.
Yes, you
So I have some projects coming up, and I have a show coming up at Signature Theater next year.
Okay.
So here in New York off Broadway. So I stay busy.
That's good.
Busy.
Well, you let us know whatever you're doing so we can promote and whatnot. Otis Williams of The Temptations, Dominique Morisseau of Ain't Too Proud to Beg. She's the playwright, folks. Make your plans right here, right now. What, Mother's Day is coming?
Yes.
You want to get good on Mother's Day?
Great Mother's Day gift.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a gift and a half.
Drink my liquor.
You know, and really Father's Day too, for that matter.
That's right.
You know, and if you can't come, send your parents, folks. Really, it's a blessing. Thank you both.
Thank you
very much, folks. We'll be back. This is MIP.